There's this really powerful idea that we're going to dive into, building income streams that actually work for you long after you've put in the initial effort. We're going to unpack 10 of the best passive income ideas and see how you might be able to make this a reality for yourself.
I mean, really think about it for a second. For most of us, our income is tied directly to the hours we put in. If you stop working, well, the money stops coming in. But what if? What if you could build something that generates value? And yeah, income, even when you're not actively on the clock. That's the whole game we're exploring today.
Okay, so let's get one thing straight right off the bat. Passive income does not mean no work. This isn't some get-rich-quick scheme. The reality is it's all about putting in that work up front, the investment, the creativity, the system building, so you can create an asset that earns for you with just a little bit of maintenance down the road.
So here's how we're going to break this all down. We've got three main paths. The first is if you've got some capital to invest. The second is all about leveraging the skills you already have. And the third? Well, that's for the entrepreneurs out there who want to build automated business engines. After that, we'll figure out what your first move should be.
All right, let's dive right into path number 1, investing your capital. This is kind of the classic route, right? You use the money you have to make even more money.
And the first thing that probably comes to mind here is dividend stocks. See, when you own a share of a big, established company like a Microsoft or a Coca-Cola, you're not just betting on the stock price going up. A lot of these giants actually share a slice of their profits with you, their shareholders, usually every single quarter. It's a pretty direct way to get a piece of their success.
Another absolute powerhouse is real estate. I mean, buying a property and renting it out can provide a really steady, predictable income month after month. And we're not just talking about long-term leases anymore. With platforms like Airbnb, the whole short-term rental market has exploded, and that can often mean way higher profits if you've got a property in a good spot.
Now, this brings up two really different ways you can play the property game. You can go direct, buy the house, be the landlord, fix the leaky faucet, you have all the control and you keep all the profit. But for a much more hands-off approach, you could invest in a REIT. Think of it like a mutual fund, but for real estate. You buy shares and get dividends from a huge portfolio of properties without ever having to talk to a tenant. And here's a more modern twist: peer-to-peer lending. Basically, you get to be the bank. You cut out the middleman. Through a platform like Lending Club, you lend your money directly to other people or small businesses, and you earn the interest on those loans. Now, the returns can definitely be higher than other investments, but you got to remember, with higher returns, almost always comes higher risk.
So if we lay it all out for this first path, you can really see the trade-offs. Real estate is the big one: high cost, high time commitment. P2P lending, on the other hand, has a much lower barrier to entry, and dividend stocks, they sit kind of comfortably right there in the middle.
But what if you don't have a big chunk of capital just sitting around? That is totally okay. And it brings us right to path number 2, monetizing your skills. This path is all about turning what you already know into a sellable asset.
And this idea it's just incredibly powerful. Think about it. You create something one time, a course, an ebook, a design, and you can sell it an infinite number of times. You're literally packaging your expertise into a product that works for you 24/7.
So what does that actually look like? Well, it could be writing an ebook on a topic you're passionate about, or creating an online course to teach a skill you've mastered. Maybe it's designing presentation templates or selling your photography. And platforms like Udemy, Teachable, and Gumroad make it easier than ever to get these digital products out to a huge global audience. Now, a slightly longer game in this category is becoming a content creator. It doesn't matter if it's a blog, a YouTube channel, or a podcast, the journey is pretty much the same. Step 1, you create valuable stuff consistently. Step 2, you build an audience that knows, likes, and trusts you. And once you have that attention and trust, step 3 is to monetize it.
And as you can see, there are a ton of ways to do that. You can earn from ads, get brand sponsorships, or offer premium memberships. A huge piece of the pie, though, is often affiliate marketing, where you earn a commission just for recommending products you use and love. By combining all these streams, you can turn a passion project into a real, sustainable business. And that brings us to our final path, path 3, building a system. This one is for the entrepreneur at heart. It's about creating automated business engines that can run and make money with you barely touching them day to day.
One of the most powerful models here is to create a software product. Maybe it's a mobile app, or maybe it's what they call software as a service, or SaaS, basically a tool people pay for with a recurring subscription. Yeah, the upfront work to develop it is massive, but the result can be a super scalable, continuous stream of revenue.
But what if you want to sell actual physical products, just without the massive headache of managing inventory and shipping everything yourself? That's exactly where automated e-commerce comes in. With drop shipping, a third party ships the order for you. With print on demand, a t-shirt or a mug is only made after someone buys it. Using platforms like Shopify and Printful, you can build an entire online store where the logistics are almost completely handled for you.
So we've covered 3 very different paths to get there: investing your money, monetizing your skills, and building entire systems. The big question now is, how do you go from just an idea to an actual, active plan?
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? It perfectly captures what we've been talking about. And it brings us to the most important point of all. Passive income isn't a magic button you press. It's the reward you get for doing smart, focused, upfront work that keeps providing value and generating income for years and years.
And that leads to the final and most important question. This one's for you to really think about. Looking at these 3 paths, which one feels right for you right now? Do you have capital you can put to work, a unique skill you can package and share, or that burning ambition to build a system from scratch? Your answer to that question, well, that's your first step.